Hey there, welcome to our workshop. Aaron thought it would be a good idea to do a little video about this thing because it's very exciting, at least it is to me. To understand what that is, you have to understand what it isn't. So this is a cabinet maker's vise, or a woodworking vise. The idea being that it squeezes a piece of wood and holds it while you cut into it. This little thing right here is a makeshift poor man's bench dog, meaning that I can take a board and squeeze it between those 2 points and grip it so that it can be cut on when it's wider than the vise. I've always wanted a nicer vise than this. This was $28, I think, on Amazon. It's a bit crap. When I saw this laying on the floor at Sacramento Art Class, our friend Renee asked, and I thought it was another type of cabinet maker's vise, but it isn't a cabinet maker's vise. This is an emirate pattern maker's vise. Pattern makers were very skilled laborers. They would take pieces of wood and carve them into circles for wagon wheels, for locomotive engines. They would make custom carvings for steam ship parts. They were the men that were the engineers behind the Industrial Revolution. It was a very skilled job. You had to be a carver, you had to understand molding, engineering, and they needed a tool that could grip a large piece of wood any way they wanted to. So when I got this, I was like, this has some strange features I don't understand. It's got some that I do. It's got traditional bench dogs. And what these can do is if you have a round piece of wood, you can stick a round piece of wood in here like so, and it would grip it. This won't get too big, but anyways, that's one feature. And again, you see I've got another one of these. It's bench dogs right here, which is just a rubber washer, a wood screw. But when I take a board like this and I clamp against that screw, suddenly this board is bolted to the table and I can carve into it safely without it moving. But the real treat about this is that a patent maker's vise does something that no other vise does. Nothing I've ever seen like it. I don't know how many of these survive. This one was made in 1905. The patent is from 1861, so they didn't change anything for quite a while. I asked ChatGPT and it thought maybe there were 2,000 of these left. They are kind of fragile. These parts are all cast iron, so they didn't survive people dropping them and idiots mishandling them. I have to wonder what kind of idiocy I will subject this vise to. But the special thing about it is this vise can go any direction. So you can open it up this way, clamp a piece of wood in there, and let's say I don't like that. Off to a bad start, it's right in the way. I can take this and turn it and go a different direction. It can function at any angle. So if I want to come down a little bit, like that, rotate the board this way, tack on it, chop on it, whatever. It can go in any direction. This vise also has a set of jaws on the other side for a tinier vise, I guess, or if you're going to squeeze metal parts. And again, the bench dogs. I'm really thankful to our friend Renee. He sold this to me for a song. Really too little. I need to take him out to dinner. And I'm really thrilled to have this in the workshop. We, my girlfriend and myself, make all kinds of things out of wood, metal, plastic, resin. Sometimes it lights up, sometimes it doesn't. And the idea that we can use this vise to do all kinds of bizarre things in the future really excites me. Thanks.